Hello friends, welcome back. So today we are going to discuss one company from the housing finance sector. So we will briefly cover the fundamentals of the market size and its penetration level. We will also see the key drivers for the future growth prospect, and we will also do the fundamental financials and the technical analysis of this particular company, and we will see how much potential it has. So if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel so that it will enable us to build a big community, and you will get a regular update on this type of value buying opportunity, and you will learn how to do a fundamental financials and technical analysis of the stock and how to find the potential gain available in those stocks. So let's start our discussion. So for today's discussion, we have chosen LIC Housing Finance Company. So there are two reasons why I have chosen LIC Housing Finance Company. The first reason is the company is available, or the stock is available at much discounted price. The second reason is I am seeing a huge potential which can grow our money double in near future. So before starting our discussion about the fundamental financials and technical analysis of the company, let's talk about the overall market size. If we talk about the total market size of housing finance in India, so as on August 2020, the total outstanding loan stands at rupees 20.5 trillion, and 70 to 80% of these loans and the borrowers comes from the retail borrowers, which are from the top 50 cities. So when it comes to the penetration level of this market of housing finance, 70 to 80% of the Indian population resides in rural area, which is not from the top 50 cities which we are talking about. So the penetration level, if we talk about the total outstanding loan from the retail traders, that stands at 20 to 25 lakh customers only. So compare with the Indian population, the penetration level of Indian housing is hardly below 5%. There is a much scope of Indian housing finance to grow in near future. So this is all about the market size and the penetration level of Indian housing finance market. There are various players when it comes to lending the money to the retail borrowers or the developers or different customers segment as far as the Indian housing finance market is concerned. So these players are none other than the public sector banks, the private sector banks, and the housing finance company. And the contribution of Indian housing finance company, which are total 19 in number, which are listed in the Indian Stock Exchange. So the contribution stands around 40% overall market share. Indian housing finance companies has the market share of 40%, and the public sector banks has the market share of around 35%. The rest contribution comes from the private banks. So these are about the market share of different players in the Indian housing finance company. Now let's talk about the future growth prospect of Indian housing finance market. So recently, if you can see, the interest rate prevails at the lowest level in the last 15 years, which is close to 6.7% to 7%. So this lowest interest rate gives the boost to many retail borrowers to take loan and build their dream houses. So that is one of the key drivers for the future growth of Indian housing finance market. The second key driver is, if we talk about the age group of Indian population, the age group of 70 to 80% of Indian population are in the range of 20 years up to 50 years. And those are the target customer for these housing finance company. So in future, there will be a huge scope of increase in market reach and increase in the market share. The third key driver is, because of COVID, recently the corporate had started adopting the hybrid model of working, which enables people to purchase the bigger houses when it comes to housing finance. Because of this, the average ticket size of housing loan is increased in the recent past. So that you can see in the graph which is shown. There are a few other key drivers also, which is coming from the government initiatives like Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana for affordable housing for the weaker section or the middle class section of the Indian population, which incentivize developers to build the affordable house for the weaker section or the middle class people of the Indian population. This is again boosting the overall market of Indian housing finance. So these are few of the key drivers which I can see will boost this market going forward in next 5 years. We have discussed about the market size, the penetration level, the key players which are operating in the Indian housing finance, and the key drivers for the future growth prospect. Let's talk about the finance of the LIC Housing Finance. So we are in the screener and we have opened the financials of LIC Housing Finance Limited. So the market cap of LIC Housing Finance Limited is 21,315 crore. And if you can see the stock PE of LIC Housing Finance, it is just 13.4. That is why this company is available at a much discounted price. That is again reflected in the chart pattern, which we are going to analyze in our technical analysis. The ROCE of company is 8.13% and ROE is 14.14%. And currently, if you can see the book value of LIC Housing Finance, it is 424 and the current price is lower than the book value. So again, that is the second indication why this company is available at a much discounted price. Now let's talk about the quarterly result of LIC Housing Finance. So if you can see the quarterly result of LIC Housing Finance, in last 12 quarters, the company has given the consistent growth in terms of revenue and net profit. So in March 2019, the revenue was 4,666 crore and currently it has posted the highest ever revenue, that is 5,064 crore. And even during the pandemic also, there is not much decrease in terms of revenue, rather it has given the consistent growth in terms of revenue. Now, as far as the net profit is concerned, if you can see, in March 2019, the net profit was 697 crore and currently the net profit stands at 770 crore. Only in March 2021, June 2021 and September, in the previous 3 quarters, March 2021, the expenses stands at 1,213 and in June also the expenses has increased, maybe because of the increase in gross NPA level. So that is the only reason the net profit has been decreased by few margin. As far as the recent quarter is concerned, it has posted 770 crore of net profit. Now coming back to profit and loss, so in last 10-11 years, so in March 2010, the revenue was 3,465 and currently in March 2021, the revenue stands at 19,836. So it has six-fold its revenue in last 10 years. Now the net profit in March 2010 was 689 crore and currently it has posted the highest ever net profit, that is 2,741 crore. That is a good sign. The company has again showing the consistent growth in terms of revenue and net. Now as far as the balance sheet is concerned, the company has the lending capacity of approx 2,08,863 crore as on September 2021. So this is about the lending capacity of LIC Housing Finance. Now, as far as the shareholding pattern is concerned, the promoter has increased its shareholding from 40.31 in March 2019. Currently stands at 45.24 in December 2021. Now, FIIs, if you can see in March 2019, the FII holding was 31.42% and currently it is 23.46%. DII's current holding is 14.92% and if you can see the public shareholding holding percentage is 16.38. So this is about the shareholding pattern of LIC Housing Finance. So in the financial, we have seen the company is showing the consistent growth in terms of revenue and net profit, and also it is available at a much discounted price at a stock PE of just 13 and it is available lower than its book value. Now let's analyze the technical chart pattern of LIC Housing Finance and let's analyze how much potential is available in LIC Housing Finance system. So we are in trade view and this is the chart pattern of LIC Housing Finance. So let me show you first the correction which has happened in LIC Housing Finance. So if we can take this price level from June 2019, the stock has corrected by almost 66%. Although the company is showing the consistent growth in terms of its financial, and although the market has been increased and showing the growth of double-digit CAGR over last 5-6 years, but still the stock prices has corrected by 66%. Now the second important point is currently the stock is trading at a much strong resistance and support line. If you can see, the stock has given the breakout from this point, and it has taken the multiple support at this price level. Here it has taken the first support, here again the second support, here again the third support, here again multiple supports, and after that it has break down because of the pandemic, and it has taken the resistance here, and after giving the breakout from this price level, it has again taken the multiple support at this price level. So currently the stock is trading at a much stronger resistance and support line of price level 387. Now the third important point here is the LIC Housing Finance stock and the chart pattern has formed the reverse head and shoulder pattern. So this is the neckline, and if I can draw, this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and this is the right shoulder. So this is the reverse head and shoulder pattern, and if I can take the lower price level and draw a price level up to the neckline, and if I can put it on the neckline, we will get our potential target, that is 757 price level. And if we can draw the price level from the current price level up to the potential target, we will get our potential gain in LIC Housing Finance, which is close to 100%, precisely that is 96.5%. So on basis of our technical analysis, our target price coming is 757 price level with a potential gain of 96%. So this is a long-term target, maybe for the next 2 years. But if we can take the short-term target, so this is the price level in the June 2021, and from current price level to 540 price level, the potential available is 40%. So again, this is again a good potential of 38% from the current price level up to the 540 price level. So there are two targets again in LIC Housing Finance. The first is price level of 540 with a potential gain of 38%, and the second target is 747 with a potential gain of 97%. So I am a buyer in LIC Housing Finance because I can see the fundamental growth going forward in the infrastructure sector and precisely the housing finance sector. And secondly, the company has shown the good financials in terms of revenue and the net profit. And also, as we have seen, because the stock prices has corrected by 65%, the stock is available at a much discounted price, and it is trading at a price level of past 2-3 years older price level. So again, that is a good buying opportunity in LIC Housing Finance. But again, when I'm saying this is a good buying opportunity, this is not a buying or selling recommendation. Please do your due diligence before investing in the stock market or consult your financial advisor. So I hope you have liked this video, and I will see you in next video. Thank you.